folks, Andy Joel here, happy Friday and welcome to my live, my very first live. Okay, so we're here to talk about me and my music first of all. The song Rescue Me featuring Amy, oh my god, the feedback on that song has been amazing. I just can't get over how much exposure it's gotten since Monday. It's just been going crazy. And I really want to thank you all for that. I really do. It's just been overwhelming and in a really good way, and I just want to thank you all. I'm actually really speechless, actually, to tell you the truth. But yeah. Hi Justin, hi Corey. Oh, it's Amy. Hi Amy. Yeah, so where are we gonna start? Okay, so I have another little hat with a few cards with questions on it that have been sent to me through messages and email, and I'm going to pick one out of the hat and I'm going to answer that question, and yeah, I'll answer it the best that I can. And yeah, awesome. Hi Amy, how you going? Hi Sarah. I hope you're all having a good Friday. Seriously, I just come home from work and I'm just winding down, and yeah, I'm just chilling here talking to you guys now. That's good. Alright, so I'm gonna get my pink hat. I'm good. I just got home from work and I'm just chilling out now, and just doing my thing. Yeah. So, does anyone have any other questions before I start this? Or we might double up actually. No, I might just go with the first question. Alright, I shouldn't be looking at them. They're actually upside down anyway. Alright, here we go. By the way, I'm not copying anybody. Alright. How many albums have you made up already? Okay. Well, there's been quite a few. If you really want to go right back to the start, there's actually quite a lot. Well, let's start off with the very first album that I made, and that was called Sacred Times. Now that one was a Christian album, and I actually used to go to church, by the way. I used to go to the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Port Macquarie, New South Wales, Australia, and I was in the youth band, and I played the piano and I did a lot of the vocals, and I wanted to start writing my own songs because we were doing all these other songs that the church did. And anyway, I wanted to write my own songs, so I did, and I had a few friends of mine, Cindy Smith and Adrian Smith. They were the youth leaders at the time, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% on that one, but yeah. Anyway, they helped me record the album, and pretty much it went from there. And there was a song on there called Saved. I actually taught that to the church, and it was absolutely amazing. I felt good then. That was my very first outing with my music. I was just blown away with that. And I dedicated that song to my father when he almost passed away with SARS back in early 2001. But yeah, he made it, and he's still here today. God love Dad. Anyway, the moral of the story is, I've gone way off track now. That was my first album, so there was that one, and then that inspired me to make another 2 albums by myself, Spiritual Awakening and The Real Picture. They were also Christian albums, but then after that, years and years went by, and then Just Getting Started came out, and that was in 2013. And then there was Beautiful Madness, 2014, and then it was just like a constant release of music after that. Just Getting Started, Beautiful Madness, Tears into Pearls, One True Love, Catch My Vibe, Moods Have Colours, and Overcome. Yep. So how many is that? So there's 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually 11 because of the extended edition of Overcome. Yeah, so that's 11 albums I've done. Oh my god! That's so many albums! Anyway, so yeah, that's the answer to that question. Alright, so I'll put that one aside so we don't do that one again. Alright, here's my pink hat if anyone hasn't seen it yet. Anyway, I'm going to get my next question out. How old were you when you started making music? Well, if you want to get technical with that one, my mother had a Casio keyboard. It was a student one where you could teach and play on there, and it was the very first keyboard that I played on, and I made up this tune, and it was actually altered from a tune that my mum played me, so I altered it and made it my own. So that was pretty cool when that happened, and my mum really wanted me to get into the primary school that I was attending, the Seventh-day Adventist primary school, and we pretty much played it in front of the class, and everyone clapped for me. It was amazing. It felt really good. So yeah. So I would have been about 7 years old at that point. So it would have been about 8 years old that I got my own keyboard and I started making music then. So yeah, I was about 7 or 8, roughly. But for some reason I always knew what the notes were. could never explain that really. So yeah, that's how old I was when I started making music. Okay, I just need to check the comments here. Charismatic is the big 12. Yes. Yes. Sorry guys if I'm a little bit boring. I'm just winding down after work, doing this live like I promised that I would. Hopefully it'll get a bit more exciting. I'm going to start performing for you guys too soon. I won't be tonight, but I promise that I will be. Okay, I just got to shuffle these cards around a bit more. Alright. Next question. Which celebrity artist of all time would you love to collab with? So with a celebrity, okay. Well, there's only one answer for that, and that would be Jamiroquai. JK. I love him. I love him dearly. I love his music. He is just amazeballs, and I've been obsessed with him since I was 11 years old, and my sister I've got to thank for that. And yeah, because she got me into him, and yeah, and then she like got over him, but I never did. So yeah, definitely Jamiroquai. He's like my massive inspiration, and I just couldn't have it any other way, really. So yeah, it would be Jamiroquai. Alright, so do you guys know of Jamiroquai? He does Canned Heat, Lil L, Love Philosophy. Oh, he's amazeballs. I love him. Let's get some coffee. So how are you all going tonight? Are you having a good weekend? I hope so. Anyway, I'm going to go with another question. So here goes. Oh dear, I'm so tired. I've been at work, and yeah, I'm a cleaner by the way. I can't really tell you who I clean for, but I do clean a primary school, and I do clean an Audi store as well. I work every day, so yeah, I clean Audi of a morning and the school of an afternoon. So yeah, by this time I'm pretty tired. Yeah. Yeah, well, it looks like that's what it is here too at the moment, but you know, you get that. It's what it is. I might go on Facebook next time and see what's cracking over there. Anyway, here's the next question. Who is your greatest influence on your music? Oh, I just answered that question. Jamiroquai. But I could add to that though. Lady Gaga is a pretty big influence on me at the moment. And Dua Lipa is another big influence on me at the moment. And I've got to admit, I love Madonna, and I love what's her name? I really can't think. Hello, Martine. Yes, Gaga, definitely Gaga. Ever since Gaga came out in like, what year was it? 2006 or 7 or something? Or maybe, no, that was too early. No, she came out in 2009 or 8 or something. Yeah, I remember when she first came out. My life was pretty exciting at that point. Just Dance. Hey! Yeah, so yeah, Just Dance came out, and that was bloody awesome. Oh, that album, The Fame, I'll never get over that album. But this one, Chromatica, oh my god, it shits all over, I reckon. Others beg to differ. They do like Joanne. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, it was right. It was towards the end, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my influences. I love Madonna. I love Britney. I love Cascada. She's actually where I get all my dancey kind of groove from, actually. Because a friend of mine actually got me into her. And yeah. And it made me start creating beats like her, but then I started to mellow down and get back into my roots and all that sort of stuff. So yeah. Art pop, okay. Yeah, I like art pop. It's alright. There's a few songs on that I don't mind. But yeah, I love Born This Way. That's a good album as well, actually. But yeah. But anyway, when it comes to more authentic kind of artists, I would probably say Delta Goodrem, because she plays the piano and she sings really good when she's behind the piano. But Gaga can too. And you know what? I'm better with my voice behind a piano. And you will see that in the future, so watch this space. Anyway, so we answered that question. That's 4 questions I've answered now. So yeah, I'll go a 5th. Here's my pink hat that I'm getting my questions out of. Disco influence. Well, I don't know. Jamiroquai is pretty disco-y. But I don't know. There are other artists out there. I just can't think of their names right now. I'm just a bit brain dead. But yeah. Rattle off some names if you like. I really, yeah, I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But if I was to like be thrown a song, I'd be like, oh my god, I love that. Hi. Anyway, I'm picking another question. I don't know what it is. It's on a card. It's been sent to me through message and email. For anyone who's just joined. Hope you're having a good weekend, by the way. Mine's just started. Anyway. Mind block when writing sucks. How do you overcome it? I think what you do is left of field to anyone else. Oh, cool. So, okay, how do you overcome a writing mind block? Well, that's a bit of a hard one because most of the time, when I come to that, I just walk away and I don't bother. Like, I can't force it out of me. Otherwise, it just sounds shit, you know? Like, so pretty much, I get in moods where I want to write songs. Like, pretty much when I don't write music or write lyrics, I do my beats instead. So I'll go into the other department and then I'll start doing my beats. But then that also helps me write music as well, write lyrics as well, because I'll sit there and do a beat and a melody, and then all of a sudden those lyrics will come to me and I'll be just like, oh wow. And then the writing starts. So that's a way of overcoming it. But most of the time, if I don't want to rack my brain too much over it, I just don't worry about it for that point in time, and I just move on. But yeah, when I'm brainstorming, oh my god, it's amazing. I love brainstorming. It's just the best feeling ever. It's like magic literally happens. I can't explain it. Daniel would know what it's like, don't ya? Or Amy, whoever's on right now. I can't see. Yeah, I have to check out Kylie's new release, actually. Someone was talking about that the other day, and I haven't gotten around to checking it out. I'm gonna check it out as soon as I'm done here and have dinner, and I'm probably gonna be like, oh my god, this is gonna be my favourite song of all time for an hour. Yeah, no, thank you. I will definitely check her out. That's definitely cool. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, anyone disco-y. Yeah, Dua Lipa, she's got a really good album, Future Nostalgia. I really love her stuff at the moment. Her new release is Levitating, and it's brilliant. And she's actually also got a remix out with Madonna and Missy Elliott. So, if you didn't know about that, go check that out. Seriously, it sounds amazing. Oh, I've been on for half an hour already. Jeez. Well, anyway, I'm going to take a short break. So, I will see you in a couple of minutes. So don't go anywhere. I'll talk to you soon. Welcome back, folks. It's good to see you. How are we all going? Alright. Oh, who's just joined? Mood Food Radio. How you going? Oh my god, did you see my wall? Like, seriously. I did all this by myself. Hang on. I stuck pictures all over my wall. I should go in closer, hey? Look at that! I created that. I created that for my album Overcome. It's like one of those CD plaque things that you can get, but I decided to make one myself. So that's how damn creative I am. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I love it too. Oh, hi. How you going? Anyway, so we're going to keep going with these questions and answers. Alright. Here's my pink hat. If you haven't seen yet, it's got all my little cards with questions on it, sent in by messages and emails about what you want to know about me and my music. Oh, dearie me. Okay, here is the next question. Which album of yours is your favourite and why? That's a bit of a hard one. Because I have all of my albums are my favourites. Like, really. Well, look. I reckon that Overcome is probably my favourite so far because of how diverse it is and the different artists that I've been working with on that album, such as Turner, yours truly, and also Brad Wolf. He is amazing. Have you heard of him? He's from Melbourne, originally from New Zealand, but he's now in Australia, and he's got a gorgeous voice. I reckon I actually like doing duets with him because our voices like blend together really well. Yeah, there's artists out there where you sing together in that. Like, I don't know, it depends on the song really, and the different tones you use to suit the vocalist that you're singing with. Maybe? I don't know. Bit of a hard one to try. Aw, thanks, love. Yeah, no, definitely Overcome. But besides that one, I don't know. I reckon one of the earlier ones, Tears into Pearls, that album I really love. For some reason, I don't know. It's just, it's a really personal album, and it delivered me from a place of darkness back in the day, a situation that I didn't want to be in, and so many people told me to get out of that situation, but I didn't listen. But then I finally made that decision and left, and yeah, that it's a pretty personal, deep, but it's very dancey and very fun. How do you work that out? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so Tears into Pearls. Oh my god, that's bringing back so much nostalgia in my mind right now. Wow. Hey Turner! Oh yeah, everything. Every single bit of material that we've worked on, man. You know, me and you, we're like, and there's like a electricity thing going in between our fingers right now. We just know, but that's been happening for years, and it's never stopped. It's never shorted out. It's just always been going. I love it. Yes, we have grown together. I fucking love it. Love. You know what? And like I said to an artist this morning, actually. Okay, I've got to talk about this. I spoke to a female rapper from Newcastle who wants to work with me, and she is gorgeous. And she's really excited. I think her name's B Raw. Have you heard of B Raw? I think she's a new upcoming artist, but yeah, she's full of soul, and I love soul. So yeah, she heard Rescue Me, and she's like, "Oh my god, I've got to get to know this guy." And so yeah, we've been talking. Actually, I forgot. I don't even know where I was going with this story. Oh dear. Yeah, no, but she loves the music, so she'll be working with us, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I so am the Aussie Jamiroquai. I think that's what I've tried to be, actually, to be honest. Oh my god, where was I going with that story? That's really doing my head in right now. I hate being brain dead after work. It really does my head in. Can anyone remind me where I was going? But yes, Turner, we have grown together very well, and you need to find this B Raw chick, and you need to start talking to her, because yeah, collaborations. Yeah, I'm gonna be working with a few people, because there's a guy here in Adelaide as well. His name's Tyler. He's also a rapper, and he is really good. He's really good, and I've also asked him. I haven't spoken to him yet. Like, he said yes, but I haven't spoken to him yet. But yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked about this Beck girl. She's fucking awesome. Excuse my language. But yes. Anyway, it'll come back to me. I'm going to move on. I'm going to answer another question out of my pink hat. I love this pink hat. This is the pink hat that I wore for my In the Moment video clip. This hat I wore for my Disco Infections video clip. And probably many, many more. Okay. Where did you grow up? That's an interesting question. I haven't talked about that yet, have I? No, I haven't. Well, I grew up in Port Macquarie in New South Wales in Australia. And I lived there until I was 23, and then I moved down to the Central Coast and met a guy that I was with for 8 years. Talk about that. Anyway, gold. Alright, so yeah, I grew up in Port Macquarie and I lived just on the outskirts, so Fernbank Creek. So I wasn't like in town, I was like out of town, which was really good because I was doing my music and stuff and I could be as loud as I bloody well wanted to be. So yeah, and it was awesome. And we grew up in I grew up in a Christian family, Christian background, Seventh-day Adventist church I went to. I was in the youth group, I was in the youth band, I was writing songs. That's where my first album came from. And I learned to play the keyboard by myself, and it's really weird. Like I said in my last video, I've always known what the notes were, and I can never understand why. I guess that's just talent. Yeah, so that's where I grew up, and love good old little Port Macquarie, but it's not little anymore. It's actually gotten really big. I haven't been there for a few years. I miss you, Mum and Dad. Yeah, but I talk to them regularly on the phone and through Messenger and that. So yeah, we're all good. Family's all good. We keep in contact. Everything's good. I've just been really busy with work and this whole COVID thing. Oh my God. No one's ever experienced anything like this, and yeah, and we probably never will experience anything like it again in our lifetime. Not if it mutates and gets worse. Let's just hope not. Touch wood. Where's the wood? Yeah, touch wood. Yes. How you going, Jaden? I hope you're having a good weekend, buddy. I certainly am. It's Friday night here in Australia. I hope you're in Australia. Where are you? Anyway, I'm going to go to the next question. How long does it take you to produce a song? I think I answered this question on my interview the other night, didn't I? Martine? I don't know. I'm actually not sure. Anyway, it depends. It depends on how much in depth I want to go into it. Like, lately I've been so OCD with things, and I've set myself to a standard now that Rescue Me has gone so bloody big. Every song that I produce now has to be built on that standard. Like, I don't know. Like, I just want everything to be running smoothly and sounding really good for you great people following me and following Amy and any other person that I'm working with, like Brad and James Fetch. Okay, here we go. Now I'm back on track. Now I know what I was talking about. James Fetch, he is a bloke from Florida in the United States. He is featured on the very last track of my Overcome album called Your Fantasy. I don't know whether anyone's heard that track yet or not, but if you haven't, give it a listen. You can tell that he's American. Yeah, not ditching anybody, but you guys have such a different accent to us, and I'm just not used to it. But I love it. I love different accents. I love listening to them. It makes my mind tingle sometimes. So yeah, how long does it take to produce a song? I'll get back to the other thing in a minute, and I do remember what I was talking about. So yeah, I was depends on the song and who I'm collaborating with. So some artists that I collaborate with make it totally easy for me to work with, and it's just great. And so, you know, a song can be done in a couple of days, but then I'll go back and listen to it over those couple of days, and I'll be just like, whoa, hang on a second. I noticed something cosmetic there that needs to be fixed. So I fix it. And I'm like, there you go, there's another take. So, yeah. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Who have been some of the artists you are most proud to have worked with? Now, that just made me remember somebody. Just to let you know, I didn't officially work with her, but I more worked with him. Now, it was only for one song, and it was actually a remix. Now, I can't even remember the name of the song either. Without You by Christina New and Greg Gould. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty proud of that track. But yeah, I just wish it had gone out to the world a little further than where it went. But anyway, maybe next time, or maybe there could be someone even bigger out there that I could remix a track for. But yeah, but the person that I'm really proud of working with is Daniel, man. Daniel all the way. Because he stuck by me the whole bloody time, and he still is, and yeah, I'm just proud of that man. Yeah, there's been a few other artists I've worked with actually. No one big, no one celebrity like though, just like independent, alternative artists. Oh, I love you, man. You're my bro. Broski. All the way, man. So, yeah. There was a guy, okay, there was a guy from Ghana in Africa. Oh my god, he was really good. And you know who he reminded me of? Sean Paul. He was really good, and I enjoyed working with him, but it got to a point where his demand got a little bit too demanding. So I was just like, yeah, nah. So he found someone local over there, and yeah, he's doing really well for himself now. So yeah, good on him, and I'm actually glad that he is where he is now. And there's another guy, Kelly Ray B. I think that's his name, Kelly B. Yeah, he's pretty good. I haven't worked with him for a while, but yeah, he's a pretty ghetto rapper, and yeah, he was pretty good. But yeah, as for these artists I'm going to be working with, I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about them. And if there's any other artists that want to work with me, put your hand up. Don't be shy. Message me. I'm just a message away. I've always been proud of you, Dan. You know what? Okay, I've got it. It's come back to me now. Alright. I only approach artists that are worth working with. You know, you go on SoundCloud and you hear different rappers and that, and they think they're king shit, and they're not, and you're just like, oh. But then you find these treasures in the rubble, and it's just like, oh wow. So I message them and I start working with them. Yeah. So yeah. Yes. And there's going to be a lot more stuff in the future, my man, my girl, sister. So yeah, getting back to the question, how long does it take you to produce a song? So normally with my music, my stuff, I reckon probably about a month per song, because I get really OCD with my stuff. But see, with other people's stuff, it probably takes a little less than that. But I really put all my heart and soul into their stuff because it's theirs. Like with mine, I kind of take my time with it, and then when I do take my time with it, it turns out the way it does. I just wish that I could take my time with everybody else's, but everybody else has a deadline, and I've got to meet those deadlines. So yeah, just checking the time. Oh my god, it's been another half an hour. Anyway, I'm going to answer probably 2 more questions, and then I'm going to go because I have dinner waiting for me. But yeah, it's been really good being on here, and my confidence is boosting right now because I don't normally do this. I've never done this before, and I'm grabbing my pink hat again. But it's been great having people drop in and out saying hello and seeing what I'm up to, and yeah. Okay. When is your next performance? Ooh. Now that's a good question. When am I going to perform again? The more you do, the more you will be at ease. Yeah, exactly. So my next performance, I'm not going to tell you that just yet. I'm going to keep that as a surprise, because I'm just going to be random one live, and I'm just going to start playing and see where I go from there. I'm not going to plan it, because if I plan it, I'll end up getting anxiety. So no, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm sorry. Putting that one aside. So I will grab another one. Can you play any instruments besides in the box? Oh, yeah, we can talk about this question. Definitely, most definitely. Okay, so if you don't know what in the box is, that's pretty much production. You know, Pro Tools, Fruity Loops, GarageBand, Pro Logic, your DAW, what you create your songs with. So besides in the box, obviously I can play the piano, I can play a bit of guitar. I'm not the best at guitar, but I'm alright. But that's another story that I want to talk about in a minute. We'll talk about it now. When I went to school, my primary school was pretty musical, actually. It's quite ironic. I grew up in a very musical atmosphere, so no wonder I'm so musical, and I can't live without music. But yeah, when I went to primary school, I learned to play guitar, like basic guitar, and it was pretty cool, because now this is where I knew the notes comes in. I started knowing what the chords were on the guitar, so I was playing the guitar, and I'm just like, okay, so this chord is this chord. What makes that chord? What notes make that chord? Okay, so D, G, A, bass, whatever. So you go to the piano, you punch those chords down on the keys. It makes the same bloody chord, doesn't it? So there you have it. You just play the piano the same way as you're playing the guitar, but on the piano instead. And then, you know, and I knew how to play by ear. I'd listen to certain songs on my little cassette player as I was a kid, and I would start playing the piano along with them, and then yeah, I learned to play songs by ear, and it was amazing. And yeah, I can still do that now. But also, as well as guitar in primary school, I was playing the drums. I was also playing the clarinet. Now that's an interesting instrument to play because it's kind of like playing the saxophone, like with the reed, and you got to blow it a certain way. But anyway, yeah, and we were like in an orchestra band thing. We went to a Stedfords and that in Sydney and in Brisbane and in Newcastle, and we placed first up in Brisbane, I do remember correctly, but I think we placed second in Sydney wherever we went, and yeah, I don't know, it was a long time ago, and yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, I can play the clarinet. I can pretty much play anything if you chucked it at me. It just doesn't take rocket science to learn how to play if you've got that right frame of mind. So yeah, that's what I know how to play. But like I said, if you threw actually a trumpet, I think that would be really hard to play because you've got to like buzz your lips, and I'm not really good at that. So yeah, I tried to learn how to play the violin. I'd love to learn how to play the violin because I love violins. I love them. They're just majestic instruments. They bring so much emotion. Just amazing. I really feel like I'm babbling on, but I've got one more question and then I'm gonna head off. So who helps create your music? You know what? Sometimes this is really hard to believe for people, but I normally don't have any help. I do everything by myself if it's all my own stuff. Like if it's for, like the only help I ever get is if I need someone to film me for my videos or collaborations, singing for a certain song with me as a duet or as a feature, you know. But otherwise, I don't have any help at all. I do everything by myself, and that way I know that I'm in full control of what I'm doing. Otherwise I go berserk, and that's part of my OCD. Yes, I suffer with anxiety, and I suffer with OCD, and it drives me bonkers. But you know, I try and overcome this every day, and I seem to be doing pretty well for myself. But when good things happen in life, it really does take the edge off all these little worries that you don't need to worry about. Worry about the big things instead. So yeah, I don't really have any help. Yeah, I just rely on myself, and yeah, if I need any help with anything, I normally ask Daniel. Daniel's my go-to man, I think, and I'm glad I've got you there, man, and I know you feel that about me too. But yeah, I want to be there to help others, and yeah, it's all about the passion of music that really brings you to that point where you just want to be in amongst it and not be outside it, but just gazing on everyone else, but join in and have fun and just get amongst it. So if there's any artists out there that have been watching this, that are finding it hard to get to a certain point in your career, I'm always here to chat. So yeah, my inbox is open. Anyway, it's been good chatting to you guys tonight. I've pretty much been on for over an hour. I'm actually quite proud of myself. I hope you're proud of me too. I will be back soon at some point, and hopefully we'll have a more organised and more exciting episode of Live with Andy Joel. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed tonight anyway, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'm gonna have a chilled out, peaceful weekend, and I'm gonna get into some creativity tonight, I think. That's if I don't fall asleep, because I really feel tired. Alright, see you later, lovelies. Have a good night, and I will talk soon. See you later.